Data sets and distribution. Quiz 2 review. So the histogram summarizes the number of cherries and each cherry pie at Burnett's Bakery. What's a typical number of cherries in a cherry pie? So we want to figure out the total number of cherries in a cherry pie here. So we could say it's 60. So right here we're looking at a range. We would say 60 to 89. That's one possible choice. We could say 90 to 119. We could say 120 to 149. Well, all those are offset to the right, so we want something more into the middle. So probably, the best number here, the average here probably would fall between 60 and 89. Distance driven for each vehicle at NAM's gas station. So how many vehicles are at the gas station? So this is the number of vehicles. So what we have to do is look at the histogram and find the height of each one of these bars. So this is between 2 and 4 is 3. This is 4. This is 5. And this is 6. This is between 2 and 4. That's 3. And that's exactly 2. So we would take 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus the 6 plus the 3 and then plus the 2. So we add here, we get 7 plus the 5, so that's going to give me 12. So we'd start off with 12 here and say 12 plus 6 plus 3 plus 2. Well, this is going to be 18. 12 plus 6 is 18. And then 18 plus 3 is going to give me 21. So now we have 21 plus 2 would give me a total of 23 vehicles. The following data point represents the number of red candy pieces in each of Nate's bag of candy. So let's go ahead and write this out. So we go from smallest to highest. So we have 2, 4, 5. So 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 11 is written down twice. So we have 7, 8, and our two 11s. So we're going to do our bar graph. So we're going to go from 0 to 3. Well, 0 to 3, the only number there is 2. So we drag this up by 1. The next range is from 3 to 6. Well, 3 to 6 is 4 and 5, so that would be 2. The next range is 6 and 9. So 6 and 9 would be 7 and 8, which would also be 2. And the last one is from 9 to 12. And from 9 to 12, we have two 11s. The following data represents how many push-ups Kurt did each night. Using the data before, create a frequency table. So if we look at the graph here, we start with 23. You see that 23 only appears one time. So we can place a 1 there. 24 appears one time. Now 25 appears 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 of those. The following data points represent how many push-ups Mandy did each night before bed this week. Using this data, create a dot plot where each dot represents a night. So the smallest number is 31. So we're going to get 1 dot for that, for 31. The next one is 32. Well, 32, there's only 1 dot for 32. The next one is 33. Notice 33 is not here, so we'll skip it. 34, there's 1 dot for 34. Now 35, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 35. So we click in 1, 2, actually 3, and 4. Okay, the following dots shows the number of hours the employee sleeps for a major sale. Order from least to greatest. So we want to go from the left and move it to the right. So left and then move to the right here. So let me get this out of this mode here. So we drag this up to the top. This is clearly to the left. This is clearly in the middle, and this is clearly shifted to the right. So we want to move from the left to the middle to the right. Which of the following are accurate description of the distribution below? Choose all answers that apply. The distribution is a gap from 11 to 12. So the gap is not there because 11 and 12 has dots. The gap is right here, 7 and 8. So a gap is where there is no dots. So this is incorrect. The distribution is a cluster from 7 to 8. Well, that's incorrect. The cluster is right here with the 5 and the 6. So the 7 and 8, what they refer to is actually the gap. So neither one of these actually works, so none of the above would be our answer.